From parks to sports to other amenities, highlighting the things that Northeast Ohio has to offer is like playing in front of the home crowd. But could those qualities play a pivotal role in a post-coronavirus world? In this News 5 original, Jordan Vandenberg explains why some experts believe this could be Cleveland's moment.
These days, for many people, going to the office means only going a few feet, and it could be the intersection of the present and the future.
It's a question that we've all gotten right.
The remote work trend was already present. Obviously, it's been accelerated during this pandemic.
Michael Goldberg, an associate professor of design and innovation at Case Western Reserve, says the trend toward more remote workforces is here to stay, especially in industries like finance, IT, sales, and tech. Case in point, San Francisco-based Stitch Fix announced it was laying off 1,400 of its employees in California, but would also hire 2,000 stylists in lower-cost locales like Cleveland.
San Francisco in particular is such an expensive place to live, and if large tech companies are going to be amenable for folks to live in cities like Cleveland and do their work, this may be the moment.
There's so many tremendous amenities in Cleveland that are attractive to folks to stay here, to grow here, and in many cases to come back to Cleveland.
Deb Janik from the Greater Cleveland Partnership says the area's low cost of living and other fantastic amenities could play a major role in not only retaining talent working remotely, but it would also help some of the area's existing companies grow.
Markets become saturated as to how many employees within your 50, 100, 150-mile radius actually are in that workspace. Well, when you imagine being able to go farther out working remotely, in Ohio, in Greater Cleveland, now you have an opportunity to bring on new employment.
These opportunities present quandaries, especially when it comes to how taxes are collected. Let's say, for example, you work in Cleveland. If your employer is a mid to large size business, under state law, you would pay income taxes to the city where you do most of your work. In this case, it'd be Cleveland. But using that example, if you start working remotely and you live in Parma and you work from home a certain number of times per year, you would instead pay income taxes to Parma, not Cleveland. Janik says it is something that state lawmakers must address on a permanent basis, and soon.
It can be used as a tool both to attract and retain. It can certainly be used as a tool as it relates to the expense and cost of living.
Earlier this year, state lawmakers passed legislation that temporarily allows municipalities to collect income taxes from businesses as if their employees were still working at the office. That legislation expires 30 days after the emergency order is lifted. Reporting in Parma, Jordan Vandenberg, News 5.